Alright everyone, I lied. I think this is the last quick comparison of the Samsung Galaxy S20 series that I'm going to do. The Samsung Galaxy Z Flip is actually coming out today and hopefully I can get my hands on it. I really hope I can, but I kind of want to compare the Samsung Galaxy S20 to the super old flagship that is the Samsung Galaxy S7 and see what the differences are super quickly. This is not an in-depth comparison, and obviously if you have any sort of brain, you should know that the Galaxy S20 is the better phone for sure. But I just want to see what the main differences are and seeing the evolution of basically, their flagship of 2016 to their flagship of 2020 and seeing the 4-year difference. Now the Samsung Galaxy S20 is selling for $1,000 brand new, which is a pretty crazy price tag, but it is what it is. The Samsung Galaxy S7 right now is selling for about $130. So if you want to pick up a Galaxy S7, I'll leave that link down in the description. It'll be the first link. You can get the phone from there and help support the channel at the same time. And I need you guys to buy it from there so that I can get more money so I can buy the Galaxy series. But looking at the front, we'll see some of the noticeable differences right here. The Samsung Galaxy S7 had a 5.1-inch Super AMOLED display. It was a 1440p panel, which is actually pretty surprising. And the PPI is actually higher on the Galaxy S7 than on the Galaxy S20, but that doesn't really mean much because the Galaxy S20's panel is much better. The Samsung Galaxy S20 though has a 6.2-inch dynamic AMOLED display. It is a 1440p panel like I stated, but the biggest advantage for the Galaxy S20, let alone the way the panel looks, would definitely be that 120Hz refresh rate on that panel. That's one of the coolest things ever, and that's something you can't necessarily get on a software update. The S7 is never going to get it, but the S20 has it, which is so cool. You have that hole punch display in the center and very little bezel on the top and bottom, which is really nice. The Galaxy S7 has a bunch of bezel on it, but it's not bad. On the bottom, we have USB Type-C on the S20, but on the S7, we have a micro USB port as well as a headphone jack, which some people might pick over the USB Type-C port. Totally joking, USB-C is so much better. And on the back, you can see a single camera setup on the Galaxy S7 versus the triple camera setup on the Galaxy S20, and the Galaxy S20 has two 12 megapixel sensors and a 64 megapixel telephoto lens. The Samsung Galaxy S7 had a single 12 megapixel sensor. Both phones can shoot 4K, but you do have 4K at 60 on the S20, but the biggest advantage for the Galaxy S20 would definitely be that it's able to shoot 8K video, which is insane. I don't know of any phones that can shoot 8K. Like I said, maybe there's one, I haven't even looked into it, but that is super crazy that the S20 is able to shoot 8K videos. That's so crazy. And I don't even shoot 4K videos, so I don't even know what people are going to do with 8K, but you have that capability and that is super future-proofing yourself. So seeing in 4 years, we went from 4K to 30 to 4K at 60 and 8K in 4 years, which is so crazy. So I wonder what's going to happen in the next 4 or 5 years. In terms of performance, both phones are, obviously super different. We have the Exynos 8890 octa chipset on the S7, an octa-core CPU, and there were 2 different models with 4GB of RAM, where the Samsung Galaxy S20 has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 chipset, an octa-core CPU, an Adreno 650 GPU, and a single model with 8GB of RAM. Now what I can tell you about the performances, without a doubt, as usual, the S20 is definitely going to win no matter what you do with it. The Galaxy S7 though, in my opinion, it kind of ended at a weird spot. The performance really wasn't that good on that phone towards the end of it. In the beginning with it was okay, but I think towards the end of it, it was really on a rocky place. So I really probably wouldn't recommend getting a Galaxy S7 anymore. I would at least recommend getting a Galaxy S8. So I'll also leave a Galaxy S8 linked in the description. You can get it from there too. But the S20 will definitely beat the S7 every which way in terms of performance. That's the best way to do it. And if you need to get a phone, get the Galaxy S20. It's going to be a way better performing phone, hands down. Now ending it off with the battery life, one thing I was able to see was that the S7 had a 3000 mAh battery, where the S20 had a 4000 mAh battery. So we went up 1000 mAh in 4 years, which is crazy, and it only went up 400 to the S10, and now we're at over 1000 on the S20, including the S20 Plus and the S20 Ultra. And that's a pretty crazy feat that Samsung was able to do. So I have a lot of respect for Samsung for doing that. And to kind of sum up the video and to answer the question, obviously I'm not even going to answer it. The S20 is the better phone overall. I've been saying it from the beginning. But it's so cool to see the differences between the beginning of the 2016, to see what we had in 2016 versus the phone we have now. And the S7 was super popular. The S8 was super popular. So was the S9 and S10. But I feel like with the S20, there's a lot less hype for it for some reason. I'm not really too sure. Maybe it's the pricing structure or something. But regardless, I have a lot of respect for Samsung, and seeing this evolution is really cool. So that really pretty much covers it. If you guys have any other questions or anything, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit that like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys could hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel, all those things are linked down below. I'd really appreciate it if you guys could check it out. More importantly, everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.